you get in trouble for something you never actually did? I was just eating breakfast, minding my own business. When I heard it, someone was pounding on my front door like they were about to arrest me. I opened it to see my neighbor, red-faced, shaking with rage. Before I could even say good morning, he started yelling, "You scratched my car." I blinked. Excuse me? Why in the world would I randomly sneak out in the middle of the night just to scratch his car? I tried explaining that, but it was like his brain could not process logic. He just got angrier. You think I'm stupid? Sir, that is exactly what I think. Then he dropped the big threat. I'm calling the cops. You're gonna pay for the damages. What damages? I walked over and looked at the damage myself. It was a tiny, barely visible, 2-inch scratch, the kind you wouldn't even notice unless you licked the car for fingerprints. At this point, I was so done, so I did what had to be done. I shut the door in his face. 10 minutes later, a cop knocked. I opened the door, and he hit me with, "Sir, your neighbor is claiming you vandalized his property." Oh, I wasn't having it, so I did what any logical person would do. I pulled up my doorbell camera footage. Since the dude was my next door neighbor, my camera faced his driveway. I rewound the footage, and there it was, his own son pulling into the driveway at 3 a.m. And guess what? He hit something. I showed the cop, and even he sighed like he couldn't believe he was dealing with this. The officer turned to my neighbor and went, "Sir, this appears to have been caused by your own son." And my neighbor, instead of apologizing, instead of even acknowledging reality, just stood there clenching his fist like I was still the problem. And now, every time I go outside, he just stares at me like I ruined his entire life. Oh, and his son never got. Did you get in trouble?